Before the class begins, may I ask you a question? Did you go to your website and check what we have uploaded in there?
Yes, I checked it.
Okay, so there was a grammar lesson. What was it about? In a video?
Yes, you describe the adverbs.
Yeah, adverbs. Right. So today we are going to do some practices. Sorry. We are going to start the class with some practice activities based on that. And then we are going to have some speeches from you regarding different topics. So that's what we are going to do today. Financial ceremony planning. Oh boy, that's a problem. Mr. Corrado, did you do the questions there? MCQ questions?
Last Wednesday one, yes, I did it.
No. This one's like the new videos one.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Actually, I
Okay,
didn't see
fine.
it.
Yeah, that's why your name is.
I'll do tomorrow and send
Yeah,
it to you.
sure. No worries. No, I can
No,
see you
sorry
when you
about that.
do that. No worries. 1, 2, and okay. Okay. I will make a like spreadsheet out of this and see who has done and who hasn't done. And until that, let's start. Let's move on to the today's activities. Please follow up with your work in the website. And as I told you earlier, so in the beginning, we are going to practice of some using adverbs. Right. So I have prepared some activities about a talent show. And that is what we are going to take as an example today. And we are going to practice how to describe something. That is today's lesson. We are going to practice how to describe something. It can be an event or it can be a place. We are trying to describe something using different sentence patterns. So here I have made some sentences for you. And we are going to, you already can make sentences using subject, verb and object, right? Subject, verb, object, like you can somehow handle this one. But when it comes to using more advanced words, like not advanced, like modification words, some people get confused. So there are 6 different, here we are talking about 5 different types of modifications that we can add to a sentence. අපි sentence එකක් ගත්තහම sentence එක modify කරන්න ගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් පහක් තමයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ. එකක් තමයි අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද කියලා අහලා ඒකට උත්තරේ, කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක්ද කියලා අහලා ඒකට උත්තරේ, කොහෙද කියලා අහලා ඒකට උත්තරේ, how often and when කියන ඒවට උත්තර ගන්න පුළුවන් sentence එකේ modifications විදිහට. Let's look at an example. There was a talent show, right? There was a talent show කියන එකෙන් අපි when කියන ප්‍රශ්නය අහුවොත්, කවදද කියන ප්‍රශ්නය අහුවොත් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් උත්තර මොනවද? Can you provide me with some examples?
It was on Monday.
We can say last Monday. Okay, since this is a sentence, you need to say it was, but we can just say last Monday. Tamunal.
Every year.
There was this is past.
It was 20th of July 2022.
You don't need to say it was because there was තියෙනවනේ මෙතන. You can say
20th
okay.
of July.
On 20th of July.
That day.
Okay, that day.
Same day.
On that day. Like that you can use like last week, last month, like you can say there was a talent show. So without just telling something was there, you can add when that event was held. That is one way of adding information. And the next one we are going to look at is how often. It is organized. How
every
often?
Week. Every week.
Okay, you can say weekly. What else? Weekly?
Twice a month.
Once a month?
Twice.
Twice a month. Okay. Twice a month. Annually, you can add like that. The other way is telling how much the girl can dance blank beautifully. So here, how කියන එක දීලා තියෙනවා. කොහොමද dance කරන්න පුළුවන්? Beautifully. කොච්චර ලස්සනටද?
Extremely.
You can say extremely.
Very.
So
So beautifully is okay when you speak, but in writing you cannot say so beautifully. Keep that in mind. So I will write that in another color. Okay. The next one is how. The wave, they wave the fabrics. Think like in dancing, they are waving the fabric. They wave the fabric how?
Solely.
Sorry?
Solely.
What do you mean by songly? Like thalata wageda? You can say melodiously, fast, slowly, something like that. Okay? Next one. The orchestra played their instrument. How?
Nicely.
Okay, nicely. Any other ideas?
Wonderfully.
Anyone else?
Beautifully.
Right. The event was held blank the university. For this one, I haven't had. I will add it now. Where?
At the university.
At is not like an adverb. Let's try to use an adverb here. Adverbs can be outside,
Inside. In the university.
inside.
In the
Okay,
university.
you can say inside.
In the university.
In is also a adjective. Sorry, not adjective, preposition. Inside, outside, near near also can be used.
Inside the university.
Near,
Out of the university.
outside the university. Here I have used the, so you can't say out of the. Right. Let's try. Okay, we have a question. Main hall of the university. Okay, good answer. Main hall also can be taken. Right. Any questions up to here? Not very questionable one, but is there any question from the video or anywhere?
No.
Okay, I will take this as no for everybody. And let's move on. So to fill the blanks using try to fill the blanks using suitable words. So here I'm not giving any clues. You just have to tell me.
All the students had participated in the event.
Okay, I will take this answer as all. Any other ideas?
Some of the
Almost.
Okay, some of the can be taken, right? Some of,
Many.
some, okay,
Most of the.
okay, and also many. Many can't be taken, like, okay, many of the දාලා තියෙනවනේ. So many can't be taken there. Some of the students, most of the students, all the students, right? That would be enough.
Smart student.
Sorry?
Smart student. Smart.
Okay, that's nice. Smart students, right? Number 8, the atmosphere was blank, vibrant. How much is the word that you need to find?
Always. Always.
Not always. How much? Not how often. Not how often. This is how much. You can say things like very, let's say extremely,
Slowly.
something like that. Sorry?
Slowly.
Can you spell it?
Slowly. S-L-O-W. Slowly. Skinny.
Solely. It's L-O-W.
S-L-O-W.
Fully.
No, not slowly. Fully vibrant. Okay, fine. Right. Then let's move to how. Mr. Jones and team had organized the event blank.
Nicely.
Okay, nicely.
Beautifully. Wonderfully.
Okay, beautifully, wonderfully. All the answers are correct. And you can take well also here.
Perfect.
Perfectly. Okay. The event was filled with blank talented students. How much?
All.
Not all. Something else?
Lot of.
Okay. We can say a lot of.
Many.
Many also can be taken. Right. The event ended when?
Yesterday.
Okay, yesterday.
Or last Friday.
Last Friday, last week, last year, anything can be taken. We are blank, looking forward for the next big event.
Wonderfully.
Okay, not wonderfully, like,
Extreme.
Exciting.
okay, excitingly, like when you're looking forward for the future. Yeah, exciting would be fine. Like think about something that you would like looking forward to. Any other word? Only exciting. Okay, then let's take that.
Quickly.
No. නිකන් අපි බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් ඉන්නවා. කොහොමද බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් ඉන්නේ? ඉක්මනින් බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් ඉන්නවා කියන්නේ නැහැනේ. You can say passionately, not doing it.
Hopefully.
Can take hopefully, like eagerly, something like that. Now we are going to move to a speaking activity. I just wanted to give you some examples here. Sentences on this. Why isn't this going anywhere? So now we are going to make some sentences. So here I have given 6 topics. We are going to make not a story, but just a speech using one of the topics, right? So here I have given 6 different topics. And what we are going to do is, we are going to have a small description over one of these topics. You can use adjectives and adverbs as much as you can. And we are going to describe each of these topics. The pictures are just a clue, right? Like that. For an example, a tourist attraction, you don't have to talk about Sigiri, right? I just have given it as a guide, just to give you some kind of an idea, a clue, what type of a thing that I'm talking about. But you can make your own speech, okay? What you need to do is, you can build up some sentences like this. Now these 6 sentences are about the talent show, and in necessary places you need to tell how much, where, how often, and when. These 6 should be covered in your sentences. Like at least one sentence to tell one thing needs to be there. And I hope you will speak like a couple of sentences at least. Okay, so here you can take a topic that you want. I'm not forcing you to speak on this particular topic. There are 6 topics that you can choose from. So now you can make your choices real quickly. So then I can mark down your choices. Let me go to your name list. Where was it? Right. I will call your names now. Gayani Prasadika, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what topic would you like to choose?
Cooking.
Cooking, okay. And Ranushika Seumini. Seumini, are you here? I saw you are logging. Where's this girl? Seumini? Okay, she has. Sisira Kumara, what is the topic that you are going to choose?
Hiking.
Hiking, okay. Chaturika, is she here? No. Hansika? No. Narmada, I didn't see her today. Nilankana, I saw your logging. What is
Hello.
her topic? What is the topic that you are going to choose?
Cooking.
Okay, great. Ayesha Sirivardhana, didn't see her also, I think. Are you here? No. Then Fernando.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
what's
Hiking.
hiking? And Ishara.
A tourist attraction.
Okay. Akash. Akash isn't here. Okay. Vidura Tenujana. She logged and has gone. Isuru Lakshika. Isuru. Does she have a connection issue today also? Like that. Nelum. Nelum, what's your topic? Where is this girl? Sorry. Okay, Nelum, you can send it to the messages. I will send it to the chat box. I will see. Dinesh Vikramasinghe. Dinesha Vikramasinghe.
Cooking.
Okay. The last one is Imasha Madhugal. I wonder why it has happened to Isuru. She's usually join. Then, since you have taken cooking, hiking, tourist attraction topics, for an example, to give you an example, I will talk about enjoying the sunset at a beach. Okay, right. If I got a free time in the evening, I would prefer to go to a beach to enjoy the sunset at a beach. I usually go to the Pamudugama beach. From there, I can see Port City, the harbor, and also I can see the entire Colombo city. And the sunset looks amazing there. We usually bring some snacks to have on the beach while looking at the sunset, as there aren't much shops available in the area. The sand in the evening isn't much hot as in the daytime. So I prefer to go after 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't like to go to the beach during the daytime as the sun is too harsh. Okay, so something like that. A couple of sentences about the topic. Okay. Right. Is there anyone who would like to start? Nilum still has a question. You can't talk today, right? That's the problem. Okay, Nilum, if you cannot unmute your mic, then can you at least type and send it to me? Then I can correct your mistakes. Okay, others can talk. So we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speeches. Anyone? Okay,
Shall I start?
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I like to hike slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I like to hike once a year.
Hmm.
I like hiking in Ella.
Hmm.
I like hiking with my friends.
Hmm.
I like hiking in the rain.
Okay. Personally, I don't like hiking in the rain. Why do you like hiking in the
It's
rain?
nice.
No, it's fine. No choice. Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Akka.
Your first sentence. What was it?
I like to hike slowly.
Slowly. Okay, grammatically not bad. Right. That's great. Next time, let's try to expand the sentences a little bit. But
Okay.
for the start, this is perfect. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Who's next?
Hello, Miss.
Yes.
I'm Prasadika.
Okay. Prasadika.
Cooking is very interesting thing.
Hmm.
I like very much. I like very much cooking.
Hmm.
We have to careful.
You continue.
We have to careful to wash properly before cooking vegetable.
Hmm.
We should wash off them very well before cooking.
Hmm.
Another thing is we have to careful. We have to careful overcooking. Then this healthy vitamins
Hmm.
is
Will be
damage
destroyed.
will be destroyed.
Hmm.
We can cook different kind of things.
Hmm.
We can we have to we must prepare healthy food as well as tasty.
Hmm.
Cooking is very enjoyable one.
Okay. Without using the words like thing and one, you can use words like activity. Cooking is a very enjoyable activity.
Activity.
Right. Right. So, okay. I like very much cooking. It's better if you say, I like cooking very much. Another way you can say is, I really enjoy cooking.
Okay.
Here we have to be careful. We have to be careful. You can say not to overcook.
Yes.
Not to overcook. We have to be careful not to overcook. And then you can say wash off them neme. Wash them off. We need to wash off them well. Wash them off well before cooking. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Like that. Okay. Those are the things that I noticed. And like අපි යමක් කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා කියනකොට try to use we should be. Okay, you can say we should be careful not to overcook. We should be careful, like we should be careful to not to destroy the healthy vitamins and minerals. We should be careful to wash the vegetables and like remove the dirt and if there are any bugs or anything, remove the bugs like that. We need to prepare meals tasty for you can they deliciously. We need to prepare meals deliciously as well as healthily, right? Okay, let's move to another person. Very good. Thank you very much. Let's move to another one. Who's next?
Teacher, Nilankana here.
Okay.
Cooking is a fantastic subject.
Hmm.
It's depending on our organization.
Hmm.
Yesterday I was cooking rice and curry.
Hmm.
It is for our crazy dinner.
Hmm.
I brought so many things to cooking
Hmm.
and I cut in vegetables slowly.
I cut vegetables slowly.
I cut vegetables slowly.
Hmm.
But I cook very fastly.
Very fast. I cook very fast.
Good cooking is good for our healthy.
Hmm.
That's all.
Okay, fantastic. Can you repeat your last sentence, please?
Good cooking is good for our healthy.
Health.
Health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in the second sentence you told, it depends. Like the good cooking depends on our organization. It's better if you use organizational skills. Organize කරගැනීමේ හැකියාව. Is
Yeah,
that what
okay.
you mean, right?
Yeah.
And
teacher.
in the second sentence, you can use to cook. Without using to cooking, better to use to cook. Okay. Right.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay. Thank you very much. Right. Let's move to another person. Who's next? We have Sisara Kumara, Nelum, and Dinesha. And Ishara also.
Teacher.
Okay. Who's there? This is
Dinesha.
Dinesha.
Yes.
Okay, Dinesha, go ahead.
My favorite activity is cooking
Mm-hmm.
because cooking is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking is one wonderful thing one can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
There are different type of cooking like baking, frying, boiling, etc. Cooking is very enjoyable and relaxing activity.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me happy to see the food I cook looks and taste great.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking is always a wonderful time spent.
Cooking is a wonderful way to spend time. And in the first sentence or second sentence, you talked like one wonderful, something like that. It should be a wonderful, since there was another one in the end of the sentence. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Great. Thank you very much. It was great. And
Teacher, shall I?
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Sri Lanka is a famous throughout all over the world, named as Pearl of the Indian Ocean since ancient. Most of the tourists come to Sri Lanka either for holidaying or for sightseeing. Sri Lanka has attraction of various sorts to satisfy the varying interest of tourists. Our country has a proud history because there are several wildlife sanctuaries, botanical gardens, and large number of attractive waterfalls and golden beaches of our country. Thousands of tourists visit several times looking these stunning places.
Okay. Can you repeat that last sentence, please?
Thousands of tourists
Visit?
several time looking these stunning places.
Okay. Can we take a little by little? Thousands of tourists. Okay.
Visit several time.
After visit, you need to tell what do they visit. Thousands of tourists visit like these attractions. What have you written there?
Several time looking these stunning places.
Okay, so you can say visit these stunning places several times. Okay. And also you can say, yeah, thousands of tourists visit our beautiful country several times in their life, since they love this place very much, or something like that. And after the word ancient, ancient time, like that should comes. And also of our country, in one of the sentences there was of our there's a phrase called of our country. It should become in our country.
It was my mistake. I added.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. That's the main points that I noticed. And overall, it was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Ishara and Sisira Kumar. Who's going to go first?
Sisira.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hiking is enjoyable. Hiking is very enjoyable. But if we not, sometime if we not careful, it can be dangerous. I do hiking at least 3 times for a year. My last hiking was onto the Namanukula with 5 friends last month. We spent we stay one night top of the mountain. It was very funny and dangerous.
Okay, on top of the mountain. Yes, okay. So that in the first or second sentence, you said something not, and it should be are not. 3 times a year can be rephrased as twice a year.
Okay.
And on Namunukula or to Namunukula should become at Namunukula, or to Namunukula also can be taken in some situations. And on top of the mountain, you spend the night on top of the mountain. It was without saying funny. When you say something funny, it's like laughing out and not interesting. But hiking is interesting and funny. So you can say enjoyable. It was enjoyable, at the same time dangerous, something like that, or risky.
Okay.
Okay, that was great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, teacher.
Let's move to the next person, Ishara.
Teacher,
Yes.
during my April vacation, I like to went to see Sripada. When I am going to there, I like to go quickly than others. The wind in the top of the crag is very calm and relaxing. Um, I like to go there with my classmates. Going up to the crag with my classmates is very enjoyable. In the top of the mountain, usually we can see lots of people who came to visit Sripada. The crag of Sripada is extremely large, and when we are in the top of the crag, our legs obviously give a pain. Although Sripada journey is so tiring, I absolutely like it because it gives a great experience to our life. Sripada journey is so exciting. The sun rising into the top of the mountain is so beautiful scene to see. Okay. Rising to the top of the mountain. Okay, fine. Right. These three things should be can be added. Like first one needs to be like to. And when it comes to like go up, කියනවට වඩා climbing up is better. නගිනවා කියන අදහස. Okay? And don't use peoples. It always people. No S in there. Okay? Okay, teacher. Right. Great. We all did great. So now I'm going to give you a little bit different activity. So what happened here? Oh, okay. So here we talked about a place, right? Now we are going to do something different. And what we are going to do is we are going to talk about some kind of an event or a festival, right? That you have celebrated in your life. It can be an event or it can be a celebration, festival. Event can be something like an Aurdutsava or some kind of like a carnival that you went, some kind of an event that you participated in. It can be a prize giving, some kind of event. A festival is something like a religious festival. It can be a religious festival. It can be a cultural celebrations like the New Year celebrations at your house that can be taken as festival or celebration. And Vesak, Christmas, Ramazan, anything, right? You can talk about any festival that you have celebrated in your life. You need to include what you did during the celebration and how you felt about it, right? What the celebration was, why it is celebrated, so how is it celebrated, like when it is celebrated, and you can just say what are the things you did there, right? So I will go first, and you can choose any celebration, anything that you like. You can talk about your birthday celebration if you want to, right? So okay, I'm going to talk about Christmas. Every year we celebrate Christmas on December 25th. Usually we get ready for Christmas about a couple of days earlier. We prepare a crib and we decorate our Christmas tree. We make a Christmas cake and we buy new clothes. And at the night of 24th, we usually go to church. And after coming back to our house, we cut our Christmas cake and start the Christmas Day celebration. And after we wake up in the morning, our family members visit our house and we share food with our neighbors. And that's the whole day is dedicated to celebration and family reunions. After all these things, we have to go back to our normal day-to-day life, but we are eagerly waiting for the Christmas of the next year. Okay, that was like a small description. Okay, don't need to go like too much in deep, like every single thing that you do, but something to share. So get ready. I will give you like 1 minute and then we need to start. And also while you're preparing, you can add some adjectives and adverbs there. For an instance, you can say, I will take my example. Christmas is a wonderful celebration that we celebrate annually. Okay, when somebody can start, let me know. Who's gonna go first in here? Mr. Kuranda, will you be able to start?
Please give me 3 seconds.
Okay, okay, fine.
Hello, Miss.
Yes.
I can tell something
Okay.
about the New Year celebration.
Yes.
New Year wonderful celebration in April 13th and 14th. We do lot of things in that day.
On that
in,
day.
on that day. In auspicious time, first we came in auspicious time. We give up every work, and again in time we lit up heart, lit a heart.
You can say, like, there are a couple of words that you can say. Basic word is like a stove. We light up the stove. Lit is the past, right? Every year we do this, so light is fine.
We light up the heart, and cook milk rice, and we all eat milk rice together. After we worship the Buddha and බුලත් දීලා වඳිනකොට මොකද මිස් කියන්නේ?
Worship by giving betel leaves, sheaf of betel leaves.
Sheaf.
SHEAF. Bulat atak කියන එක. By giving a sheaf of betel leaves.
After we worship by giving a sheaf of betel leaves to the adult, then we all
exchange gifts.
Exchange gift and money sometimes. And we sweets and prepared every sweet meats and milk rice we දෙනවා කියන්නේ බෙදා ගන්නවට මොකක්ද කියන්නේ?
Share
the neighbors and relations.
Yeah, we share with neighbors.
Neighbors and share with neighbors.
Relatives. Okay.
Relatives. Sometimes our children play අවුරුදු games. We also enjoy with them.
Okay, we also enjoy the time with them. Great. Right. So Prasadika gave a start by sharing some thoughts about the New Year celebration, the Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebration. Who's going to go next?
Teacher.
Okay, sure.
The sport meet of our school. The sport meet of our school was held last year. Before this great event, we worked hard and cleared the school garden.
You can say playground also. Just something happened.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear.
The sports captains of the 4 houses were very enthusiastic. And we were able to start the meet at the scheduled time.
On the scheduled time.
On the scheduled time. There were many events. Some of them were high jump, long jump, 100 meters and 200 meters. During the interval, the visitors were served with light refreshment. And that day was unmemorable day of my life because after getting my job, that was the first event
that was held in your school.
Yeah.
Okay. Memorable event. That was a memorable event in your career, as it is the first event that you celebrated in your first appointment.
Shall I start?
Yes, you can go ahead.
On Vesak, we celebrate the birth, enlightenment, and death of Lord Buddha. We celebrate Vesak once a year in May on Poya Day. We do alms giving generously on Poya Day. People
we give alms generously on Poya Day. We give alms generously.
Yeah, we do. Oh, we do.
We give alms. It's like the.
Okay. People light colorful lanterns and celebrate Vesak happily.
Okay, that's it, right?
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. And he told Mr. Kurana talked about the Vesak. Who's gonna go next? And Nilum talked about. Akash, do you know what you are supposed to do? You also need to prepare yourself to speak about some kind of an event or celebration. Few sentences about an event or a celebration.
Okay, madam. I am joined now, madam.
Yeah. So prepare yourself. No need to write. Just think about some kind of celebration and just make sure that you are prepared to speak.
Okay, I will talk about that.
Okay, great. Then who's gonna go next? Or shall I name someone?
Shall I, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
The Sinhala and Tamil New Year falls in the month of April every year.
Is
it is celebrated by Sinhala and Tamil in Sri Lanka. We make preparations and decorate our houses before the new year. We go to the temple during the Nunagata time.
Auspicious time.
Then we arrange the table with special food items made for the new year. Children take part in the many games and in the Urdu Kumariya and Kumara contest. New Year is an important and traditional festival.
Okay. Without telling like the many games, you can say many games. And Nonagate means the auspicious time. But in speaking, you can use the word Nonagate also because there's no direct word for Nonagate in English, but generally we say auspicious time. Right. Great. Thank you very much, Dinesha. Who's gonna go next? Nilankana. Okay.
I'm going to talk about alms giving for my mother's birthday. It was last month. It is a hard working. My all family members are helpfully that. First, we are going to invite in the Buddhist monk also and our relations. Then I and my brother went to the supermarket, brought vegetables. Can I say pirikara?
Yeah, pirikara can be said.
Okay, pirikara and etc. These very expensive goods, but we are buying very happily because it's useful our lifestyle. We have to organize well and it be interesting things. We have to prepare dan and giving it friendly Buddhist monk and also our relations.
Okay.
We are
go ahead.
We are thinking alms giving for grateful for our life.
Okay, we think alms giving like is a grateful act that we can do in our life, something like that. So okay, you're not scared to speak, as I think that's a good thing. You made several grammatical mistakes, but let's just keep them aside at the moment, since like the goal is for you to speak in the class, and I will take some separate time with you to talk about the grammar mistakes. Okay?
Okay,
right. Thank you very much, Nirankana. Let's move to the next person. There are two people remaining. Actually, three with Akash.
Teacher, I'm Sisira.
Okay, go ahead, Sisira.
We celebrate our kid's birthday annually. We have to get ready few days earlier. We order cake and go to buy necessary things that we need for decorate and dinner. We go shopping, buy new clothes to the kids.
To buy new clothes.
To buy new clothes to the kids and us as well. We invite some neighbors to the party. After the party also I have to do lots of work for get back everything as it is in the house.
Rearrange?
Rearrange, yes.
Okay.
I have to do lots of work for rearrange everything in the house.
Okay. To rearrange would be better. Right. Next.
That's it.
Okay, great. Right.
Teacher
Yes?
Ishara.
Okay, Ishara, go ahead.
As Buddhists, our most valuable day in a year is Vesak Day. Lord Buddha is the greatest leader in every time in the world. On Vesak Day, we celebrate our Supreme Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and the Parinirvana. Our Supreme Buddha gave us a console. He is our savior. In Vesak season, we can see lot of Vesak decorations throughout the country. During the Vesak season, Sri Lanka is like the heaven. Such a beauty carry with Vesak. Not only the beauty, but also the Vesak day gives all the animals in this sansara a console. In Vesak day, the devotees observe seal and doing lot of good things. Lot of animals receive their life in Vesak day by death. Usually in Vesak day, I go to the temple and do lot of many things. It's right.
Lot of many both doesn't need lot of things, and like animals receive life, we can say like they are saved from the death.
Okay, teacher.
Then we have Akash. Akash, is your turn.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes, I can.
It was a Sunday. There was a sport match in our village. Trouble the day. I practice in several matches and I look after the stars.
Look after the stars means? Okay, you practiced by playing several matches.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Many people encourage me, and it was a memorable day within my life.
Okay, a memorable day in my life. It was a memorable day in my life. What happened in the match, day of the match? Was this a cricket match?
No, madam.
What kind of match? Like illy match?
No, it is a running match.
Okay, like a marathon.
Yes.
Okay, so then you can talk about a marathon. So you are going to talk about a marathon. Who organized this?
In our village sport club.
Okay, so you talked about a marathon that was organized by your village sports club.
Yes.
And you practiced like couple of times and you participated on the marathon on the day. So what happened? Like, could you finish the marathon?
Yes, madam. I finished the marathon.
Okay.
And I get 3 place in this marathon.
3rd place.
Yes.
Okay. So you finished the marathon as the 2nd runner-up. Let's say like the 2nd runner-up of the marathon. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Like I'm going to ask questions from each one of you, not only from Akash, from other people also, right? So we talked about the events and the festivals, and like these are like conversation type, and I'm going to ask you some question and you need to give me some answers, and let's see how we can form these answers. I will name and ask. So I'm going to start from Prasadika. Oh, Prasadika.
Okay.
Do you think these celebrations, these events are important?
Yes, I think they are important.
Why?
They can enjoy enjoyable things, and we can meet all together, and we can communicate each other and socialize. We can socialize.
Okay. So the celebrations are a great way to socialize with other people, and since they are usually holidays, you are getting some time to talk with each other and enjoy your time.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask the second question from Sisira Kumara. Sisira, do you think like other than like the communication and enjoying the free time, are there any other benefits of these celebrations in general?
Yes, teacher. We can develop, increase good friendships also. When we celebrate together, and we can share our knowledge, feelings, experience with each other, and we can help each other when we celebrate some event together.
Right. So you can share your experience, and you can develop friendship and the community feel, basically.
Yes.
And be socialized during these festivals. Right. Anyone else can tell me anything else other than these two? Yes, Mr. Kulratna.
Yes, everything is connected to our culture. The main thing I think the culture, it is connected to our culture, and it is a reason to develop our community relationship.
Okay.
The main thing is community relationship and that type of thing.
Okay.
And teacher, another one thing, we can when we celebrate cultural event, we can continue our traditional. We can show traditional things to our kids and.
Okay. We can pass out our culture to the future generation.
Yes, teacher. That's I mean.
Okay. Right, that's also another important thing, like we can pass our cultural heritage and what our culture is to our future generation, so the traditions may continue in the future also. Anyone else have any other ideas? Okay, so now I'm going to ask the next question from Nilankana. Nilankana, can you define what a culture is? Like, what is a culture in your opinion?
Can you explain that one?
Culture means like Sanskriti. Like, I'm not asking about the particular in Sri Lankan culture. I'm asking like, what is a culture? Like, you can tell anything you like. It doesn't matter.
Regarding what is the culture, no?
Yeah, not particularly we are talking about like a Sri Lankan culture, but like a definition. According to you, what is a culture?
Culture shows our personalities.
Let's say culture affects our personality. Culture ka balapano our personality. So culture affects our personality.
Yeah, culture affects our personality, and sometimes culture.
If you're struggling with the word, you can tell the word in Sinhala, so we can translate it to English.
Sometimes some person get culture is seriously. It kind of our all person. Kind of our old person. Culture is sometimes good for us. Culture.
Okay, so culture is like, as your point of view, the culture is something that a traditional people will have in their mind. Okay, we get stuck sometimes due to the culture, cultural effects. Due to the culture, sometimes we get stuck in our life. Okay, next we are moving to, let's give that question to Nelum. Nelum, according to you, are there anything are there anything that in Sri Lanka that people use to show their status? In Sri Lanka, what are the things that people use to show their status?
You mean for fashions or?
Yeah, anything. Status means like tattva. Tattva pennanna wage pavichchi karana people use these things to show their status.
Yeah, definitely we can see sometimes there are a lot of people show their state in different ways.
Okay. Can you name some? Just name like few things.
And sometimes they use their professions. Sometimes they ignore some people, poor poor people, and
like money.
Yeah, with using their money.
By using their money, okay.
And
profession, monetary status,
profession, money, and
one more thing.
With using their fashions.
Okay, fashion sense. Okay, type of clothing that they wear, right? Okay. Thank you very much. Next, let's move to Dinesha. Dinesha. Yes. Okay, Dinesha. What do you think about this type of thinking, like showing off the status using different things? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Did you get the question? Now, Nelum and I discussed, okay, people use these things to show off their status. Is it like a good thing or a bad thing? What can be done for that?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Like two examples. One example for good, one example for bad.
we can find a good people, helpful poor people
We
using
can,
their position.
okay, sometimes by using their status, they can use their status to help poor people, okay, help the helpless people, okay, right?
Sometimes it's a bad thing. Uh, uh, they are use it at popular.
Popular means like, what do you mean by that?
ජනප්‍රිය වෙන්න එක කියන්නේ අර
Okay, right. When they use their status to get popular or become popular, you consider it as a bad thing. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Then let's move with Ishara.
Teacher.
Yeah. So people use these different things to show off their status, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And like what I'm going to ask you is, like, people use, okay, fashion to show their status. People use their profession to show their status. Like, is this a new thing, or is this coming from like a very ancient time, from the ancient time? Was it like this in the earlier also?
Showing status, we can see since in the past, because in the past there were so many rich kings. The status made in the society with the richness of the people, because some people haven't money, but the people like kings have a lot of money, but the farmers haven't such money, because with the money, the kings and farmers have they become to it is the status.
Okay, so this showing their status was from the past.
Yes, teacher.
As you told, kings and wealthy people show off their status with their monetary power.
Yes, teacher.
Right, great. So next question goes to Akash. Akash, do you think that this type of behavior, like showing off the status using different things, will this continue in the future also, or will there be any changes in the future? What do you think?
Yes, madam, it will be changed for the future.
Okay, how? What kind of change?
Many people use their name of the generation and power of the generation to show their status.
And in future?
And many people take their money and rich vehicle, rich clothes are there.
Okay, like right. Okay, they will show off their status with clothes and the type of vehicles.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And they show their type of job.
Professions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So according to the profession also, there will be differences in the status of the society, right? Anything else, Akash?
No, ma'am.
The last question goes to Mr. Kuran.
Yes.
So we talked about the status and the culture.
Yeah.
Right. And how that can, how was it in the past? How is it now? And how it will be in the future?
Yeah.
So, as in general, what do you think about like the showing of the status, like the social status, these things? What do you think about these things? Are these important or not important in the society?
I think it is not important. Some people, they haven't enough money, they haven't good job, but always they try to get a bank loan and build a 3-story or 4-story building. After that, they stuck with loan, and they have, after that they haven't even eaten something, because because they stuck with bank loan to the vehicle or something like that. Therefore I think it should be definitely changed. We can't if we
persuade,
if we stuck if we stuck with loan, we can't stand as a
Okay, as a man. Yeah.
As a man, I think it should be definitely changed.
Okay. So in your opinion, like people should have the freedom to have monetary freedom in their life. So they should not be get stuck with bank loans and other financial facilities. They should be able to like manage their finances as they can without worrying about their status.
Yes, if they can, we can proceed it. But without money, how can they proceed it?
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think like the money is the most important factor in the status of in the current society?
Yes, I think so. Money is very important.
Yeah.
Without money, we can live.
Okay. Right.
Especially nowadays, we can't live without money.
Yeah. Because of the inflation.
Yeah, all the goods are skyrocketing. Prices
The
are
prices
skyrocketing.
of the goods are skyrocketing. Yes, definitely. And I think like we are like going to have a world record also in the near future with having like high, like we are at the 3rd place or 2nd place now. We are going definitely with if the prices continue to rise in this speed, we are going to have a record.
Victory is we passed Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda, Venezuela, all the
Zimbabwe.
countries. Yeah, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, second is Zimbabwe.
Yeah, so we are going to like overtake them in the future.
Yes, very soon.
Yeah, very soon. Right. So, for the last activity, I chose something to go with the current trend, right? So these days, like, okay, everything is very expensive. And on the other hand, like we are talking about a food crisis, right? Now the government has announced, okay, by August, you will have a food crisis and you won't be able to find food. So like I have seen many people are trying to grow food in their home gardens. So, and also things are quite expensive. People are trying to like not to shop that much and grow the things as much as they can. So that's a current trend that I'm seeing in the country. So now we are going to talk about that. Okay, so the previous half an hour we talked about cultures and the status. So now what we are going to talk about is growing a home garden basically, and also basically about agriculture and food supply. Okay, so since Mr. Koraratna's mic is on, I'm going to ask the first question from you. The question is, I'm not talking about Sri Lanka first. So the food crisis is like the global thing. So I'm going to ask you about like generally, how important is food and agriculture industry?
Food and agriculture industry is very important, not towards every person in the world. If we can cultivate our things, it is better. Because, but in these days in Sri Lanka, the problem is if we cultivate, if we start cultivating willingly, but problem is fertilizer. Fertilizer and other
pesticides.
Pesticides. The problem is that if the government gives it to farmers or any person, we can cultivate our things
by ourselves.
By us.
Okay. Then the next question goes to Prasadika. So what I'm going to ask is now, okay, as Mr. Kuratan told, food and agriculture industry is very important. That is what, that is how we get our food. And now I want to talk about food and agriculture industry in Sri Lanka. What do you think about that? In general, like not your home garden, in general.
It's very important these days. because there is
shortage.
like a shortage, yes, shortage of the vegetables and every food items in the market also. Then we all try to grow something, and not only that, the government should pay attention to the farmers, and they grow large amount, not independently, little
Okay,
garden,
like they grow food in large scales,
and then we can supply a lot of amount of vegetables and food items, and we can grow for the export for that items to the abroad, and we can take the dollars to the country.
Okay. So you mean like government should pay attention to the farmers who grows or who has large scale agricultural properties, so they can grow a huge a considerable amount of food items, and we can allocate the amount that we need for our consumption and export the rest to bring dollar to the country.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for your ideas. Then let's move to Sisira Kumar. Sisira, some people talk about organic farming. Some people support the organic farming. Like if it is done properly, some people say it's a good thing. But some people say if we turn to organic farming, even step by step, we won't have enough food items to support our nation. And what side are you in, organic or non-organic? Like
I think it's I am not in a one side, because I think in the Sri Lanka some areas can do organic farming, but some areas need to use fertilizer and necessary things to cultivate food. So I think we need to use as a we need to do organic farming, and
we need to follow both the methods.
Both the method as biologically,
geographically
situation.
Okay.
Geographical status. So that's the
that is your opinion on that.
Yes.
Okay, so in your point of view, the method of fertilizer should be depends on the geographic location of the farming area. So in some areas, the farmers can use the organic fertilizer, and in some areas, chemical fertilizers are required. Okay. Thank you very much for your ideas. And next we are moving to Nilankana. So we talked about the farming in Sri Lanka, and we talked about the different methods of farming. And now let's talk about the home garden concept. How practical is that in Sri Lanka?
It is, I think it is very easy, because now every person have to growing something.
Okay, everyone has to grow something.
Yeah, because every person getting their body to unhealthy food.
Okay, we are eating
That
unhealthy food.
Is කාලයක් තිස්සේ පවත්වාගෙන ආපු how to
like
say that?
this has been continuing. This has been continuing.
This has been continue wrong method.
Okay, this wrong method has
because
been continuing.
Our Sri Lanka have natural fertilizing and what do you say that Kruminashaka?
Pesticides. 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 P-E-S-T. Pesticides. Hello?
Hello?
Now I can hear you. Pesticides. The word was pesticides.
Pesticides. We can every I think every places are in natural fertilizing and fertilizing. We can use that you can search, every person can search how to prepare in fertilizing in naturally. That I can tell that Vatamara is a natural fertilizing. Okay, then now our new generation are yomu වෙනවා into
is getting into.
Yes, now our the new generation getting into that organic farming. Because I have some experience regarding my brother's son. He has a talent show in his school. He's preparing natural organic fertilizing. How to do is how to useful that's thing. So I think we no need to
we don't need to use the chemical fertilizers.
Chemical fertilizer. We can use
organic
fertilizing.
Okay.
Fertilizer.
So you think that you can grow in your home garden? Everybody can start a home garden, and we have been having unhealthy food habits for many years, and we can change it by making our own fertilizers using the different leaves of the plants. And okay, and you're thinking the new generation is moving into the organic farming side.
Yes, teacher.
Right? Okay. Thank you very much for your ideas. Then let's move to Ishara.
Teacher.
So, have you grown a home garden? Do you have a home garden?
No, teacher, still haven't.
Okay. So, if you are planning to start a home garden, what are the things that you may need to consider, like before buying or making anything?
I want enough space to grow some plants, and I want some pesticides. I haven't enough knowledge to growing fruits because there is sorry, teacher. I haven't enough knowledge to growing fruits because I have never engaged in such an action before. So I want to get a knowledge first, then I want to find a proper place. Proper place mean every we can't grow plants in every place because the soil is much not good. Soil will not much suitable for that, because I want to find suitable soil, and I will want some fruits which are grown uh, in our area. And these types of thing I should consider.
Okay. Right. Great ideas. So since you do not have a clear idea on how to grow things, so you are going to search for information, do some research, and then you need to find a proper place, a good soil, and okay, and the other things that you are going to need. Okay, good answer. Then let's move into Akash.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so think you are having a home garden, and okay, you have prepared the place, and when you're buying the plants or seeds for the home garden, what are the things that you may consider?
But madam, I haven't here.
Okay, when you're buying, think you're going to make a home garden, right? Before buying, okay, you are going to think you are going to buy going to a shop to buy seeds and plants to plant in your garden. What are the things you need to consider before buying?
We won't check they have chemical injured to vegetable or fruits.
You're buying the plant
Plant.
or seed.
We won't check.
We want to check. Okay, what?
We want to check healthy of this plant and.
Okay, health of the plant is one thing.
Yes, madam. And I think we won't check herbal in the solid.
Didn't get that. Can you explain it?
පසේ ස්වභාවය බලන්න.
Okay, the type of the soil.
Yes.
Available in your garden, right? What else?
And I think we won't check the environment temperature.
Okay, the temperature and the things like that, the climate of the area. Okay, fine. And you need to see what are the fertilizers available, and is the plants or seeds that you are going to buy matches the fertilizers that are available in the area. Things like that need to be considered. Right. Next question goes to Nelum. Nelum, tell me, now people live in different areas, right? Some people have huge gardens with their house in the place where they live, but some people don't. Some people live in flats. Some people live in like with a land of small with a small land. So what are the solutions that they have, and how we can maximize the area that is available for us to grow?
If have a large size of space, so they can grow somehow, and if they won't grow, if they don't have enough space for grow, according to the point of my view, I think we see in some videos they grow different plants and different vegetables in small spaces.
What are the methods that can be used?
Especially if they have small space, some of them use small pots and curd pots, polythene bags.
You can upscale. That's called upscale. Like ඉවත දාන දේවල් වලින් ප්‍රයෝජනවත් දේවල් හදනවට කියන upscaling කියලා. You can upscale.
And
okay.
Some of them use barrel කපලා වගේ use කරන්නේ.
You can use different containers such as barrels, yogurt cups, not yogurt cups, like curd jars, and then different cartoons.
Yeah, even if we have small space, I think we should grow somehow something for our
consumption. And vertical gardening is another concept that you can grow on top of each other. Vertical gardenings.
Yeah.
So
we always.
Nilu.
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, we always see in the FB, YouTube, there are a lot of videos how we can grow in enough space.
Okay, so how to grow in small spaces. So without using different concepts, we can research online to find out what methods are available.
Actually, we can get the knowledge, and if we want to instruct some guidelines about agriculture, we can get a call or further information about agriculture department and instruction, demonstration. All of them give us knowledge.
Okay. Right. So there's no reason for not to do that. We all can do something. Like we just have to know how to manage the space.
Yeah, as I think if we have two hands, we can grow something.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your ideas. And last we have Dinesha, and she left. Oh no, she's here. Dinesha, did I ask you a question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you need to talk about the benefits that we can get from having our own home vegetable or fruits garden.
We can get a lot of benefits. It allows grow on vegetables and fruits that we have healthy food on the food. When we harvest vegetables from our garden, we do so knowing we are getting the fresh products possible.
Okay, the freshest produce possible.
We can improve our physical health. We can garden for our stress-free and happy life.
Okay, the gardening can relieve our stress and lead us to a happy life.
Happy life. We can improve our memory, how to garden and how to get fresh vegetables.
Okay, so right. We can improve our knowledge on how to garden properly and how to grow our own food. Mr. Kururatna?
Sorry. Yes.
Did you say something?
No.
Okay, right. So, and also Dinesha was talking about the benefits, like how healthy we can become by growing our own food. Okay. Right. So today our main goal was for you to talk and share some of your thoughts using different sentence structures. So I think everybody got a chance to speak today. If you have any questions regarding like adverbs, adjectives, or regarding the things uploaded in the website, you can ask now. Yes, Mr. Sister?
Teacher, I have done the MCQ activity before the class, but after submit all answers, comes came message like I have sent it to the WhatsApp group. Correct question, all question are correct, but it shows, dear student, you have unable to reach the minimum pass grade for enroll in this course. Therefore, you are unable to enroll for this course. This message came when I
so now I just went through your profile. What I can see is it shows me that you have done it twice.
Yes. Yes.
And one time you have got like 4 questions right and 1 question wrong. And the second time all 5 questions right.
Yes, but first time also only 1 incorrect answer.
Yeah, only 1 incorrect answer, 4 questions correct, but that comment came.
Comment came.
Okay, so then I think tomorrow, I'm not sure, but by Monday they will look for look what has happened.
Teacher, I think the issue is you can see the score marking. All MCQ has have 100.
Yeah. Yes. This has like 10 or something. Ne?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that is the issue.
That is the issue. They will correct it, no worries.
Okay, teacher.
So after you got 10 also, it shows like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then they will look for that for sure. Sisra has done it. Dinesha has done it. Right. So the next day I will give you a spreadsheet on what you have submitted and what you haven't submitted clearly. And also I want you to do your work every day. Tomorrow homeworks also will be uploaded tomorrow. So please make sure that you do them. And before the Wednesday also there will be another video plus some MCQ questions. Please do them also and do all the homeworks. And did somebody ask a question about a video? Which video were you talking about? Not one of you?
Teacher,
Yes?
in the lesson 5, there was a
5 or 4?
5.
Okay.
Please let me check.
Okay, no worries. Just go ahead. I will see. No, just tell me. I will see which video was that.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay, what was the problem with that?
No, that one video is not working.
Not working. Okay. Not working. So you can't proceed to that without working, right? So just can you send a screenshot of what it is to the WhatsApp group so we can have a look?
Okay, teacher.
Right. Great. Anything else? And regarding the homework also, some of you hasn't completed your homework that I gave you on Saturday. So please make sure you complete them. And like all the MCQs you can easily complete. And the things that we are asking you to send to the WhatsApp group also need to be sent. Nilankana, yes?
Teacher, I have a question from lesson 4.
Okay.
That homework 1 listening video activity. That is Emma's new regarding
House. Oh.
house. How do we do that?
The goal of that lesson or the lesson goal of that activity was that is a description saying by a native English speaker. So the goal was to see how much you can understand what the native English speaker say. So the activity was like, there was like a problem with that video, I think. So it was corrected later. First there was a problem, then it was corrected. Like the question was to write down like a paragraph what you hear.
As a reminder.
Just to see how much you can understand, like, okay, whether you are getting the words correctly, like whether you can understand what the native English speaker say. That was the goal of the activity. So you just have to say, you just have to write what you hear. By playing it, you can pause and write.
Okay, that we can listen and write and again listen, write like that, no?
Yes, yeah. Try to do that at least in 2 shots. Like by listening it for 2 times, you can listen for like 10 seconds, pause, and then write what you hear, like that.
Okay.
And for the by going for a second round, you can confirm what you hear.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Right. Anything else?
Teacher, that I told that it's under the lesson 3. Homework 1.
Okay.
Reading activity 3.
Reading activity 3.
Sorry. Listening activity video and homework 2. Under the homework 2, there are 2 listening activity video, but one video is not playing.
However, it's lesson 3, homework 2, ne?
Lesson 3, homework 2.
Okay, I will look for that. Anything else? Looks like no, right? Okay, then let's wind off for today. But before that, on next Saturday, actually, I'm planning to have like a conversation lesson like this. Now, this conversation lesson was in between you and me. So for the next Saturday, I'm planning to have a conversation between like 2 of you. I will like group you. I will ask I will name 2 people to speak. Like one person can ask questions from the other person, and another person can respond, like that. So just to get an idea, for that lesson, for that time, will you be able to turn off your cameras? Like the goal is to like not only like talking when somebody is not around, by looking at someone else's face also, you should be able to like talk comfortably. So like, will you be able to turn off camera? We can do, if you are not willing to turn on, then we can do that without camera also, no worries, no problem. But just to give you a go ahead, like, will that be an issue? Or can you arrange something for the next week? No comments?
Yes, teacher, we can.
Okay. So like, I just gave you like a week in advance the information, because like some of you may be in like different places. So then, okay, you need to be in somewhere that you can turn on your camera. Only on that time. Other time you can keep your camera off. And if like the signal is horrible in your area, then you can prevent from your camera being switched on. Right. Anything else, or let's find out for today? Okay. Then thank you for joining today, and keep practicing, do your work every day, and see you on another day, right? Good night, everyone.
Hey, good night, teacher.
Good night, Miss.
Good night.
Good night, teacher.
Good night for you.
Good night, teacher.
Good night.
Good night, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. Good night.
Teacher.
Teacher.
Yes, dear. Tell me.
Teacher, you told me I have a mistakenly grammar.
Yes.
And after
Yes. So you can wait for some time. Nilankana. So you made some grammar mistakes in the sentences. So what we can do is, will you? I'm going to give you like some more activities for you. Okay.
Okay.
So the first activity is you need to write down the things that you talked about today. So Nilankana, give me a minute. So Nilankana, you talked about two different topics. One is cooking. Then the second one is the alms giving, right? So can you write these two in a piece of paper or type these two and send it to the WhatsApp? This activity is only for you, and within a day or two, I need to send another activity, another one also. So within a day or two, I will send you the corrections.
Okay, teacher.
Right? Let's try to do this every week, so you can correct your mistakes.
Okay, teacher. Thank you,
Right?
teacher.
Let's try that method. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.